I could actually see the form of the drone on this one. Alright, so I have a YouTube post, a reaction from my YouTube post last night regarding transit cops, the sheriff, and the CPD of number 3, what did I say, 352, 325? Oh, alright, he was hovering, I pointed the camera, and off he goes. It is September 9. As soon as I pointed my camera at him, he flew away. And that's the reaction. He was hovering for quite a while, and I heard him. And I pointed my camera. I waited just to see what would he do once I pointed my camera at him. And so, as soon as I did that, I think he's landing right on that building. So whoever lands on that building, maybe a CSU cop, with the plate number 251153, because that cop was a frequent merchant at the YWCA managed Norma Her Women's Shelter. Now, let's see if this is another setup right here. What's happened in the past is that they'll send people from either the men's shelter or the women's shelter to pass me on the street and give me messages. One of them, for a few times, was a bullet in the ass. So my post yesterday, I posted that RTA driver with the dyed red hair, and I stated that I figured out, I'm 99% sure, that she's dating a transit cop, one of them who have arranged the assaults against me on the buses, and who hacked my phone. And that's the reaction I got. I'm going to continue to see the reaction today. When I go to the bus stop right now to get bus 90 to Summit County Line via Alexander, I'm going to see if that bus pulls back. Here waiting for bus 90. I'm going to see if RTA reacts to what I posted on YouTube, because they are another one who participated with the arranged assaults against me on RTA buses that were arranged by the transit police and the sheriff. I always forget to mention the sheriff. And this is September 9, 2025. And the time is... Morning.
Have you seen Ashley yet?
No.
Okay, because you and Ashley have a project, well, him and I have a project.
Okay.
I would say jump on general service, and as soon as I find out she's here, because she'll know to come see me. Now, you know that Karen got called for jury duty last night when she checked in, so that's where she's at.
Okay.
So when Ashley gets in, because I'm sure she texted Ashley with it, maybe not, I don't know. But Ashley will come to me, we'll give her the project, and I'll have her look for you.
Okay, good.
Okay, so general service.
Okay, great. This won't let me log in. Interesting. This is 2 mornings in a row that he walks towards me at the exact time that so he walks from this, from the hiding here. Let me show you. Yeah. He actually comes walking out of this area right here. And that's not the first time that's happened. And then normally they'll say something to me in regards to things that have occurred, and I don't know these people, so it's actually being set up, what I believe, by the cops, who are really obsessed with me. It's really sick. It's very sick. But I absolutely believe that a part of that is coming from Judge Dominic Coletta, who falsified records about me. And he's desperate to make up stuff about me. And who knows the reputation of these black men, which is also very dangerous for me, for them to be setting this kind of thing up. But this is, I think, I really believe this is the desperation of Judge Dominic Coletta. I don't know what he's doing, but this fucking sick bastard. He just stopped his vehicle. YWCA right there. So they're reacting to my video is what they're doing. This is a big time reaction to my video. So she's actually from, more than likely YWCA. See what happens. It is 6:20. Bus 90 to Summit County Line via Alexander is due at 6:21. All buses are arriving on time except for this bus. And when I had when I then needed the 14, bus 14 did the same thing. So now let's see what happens. Which bus is this? All right. How much under the speed limit are you driving? How much under the speed limit are you driving? How many miles under the speed limit are you driving? You're going the speed limit? You're not going about 25? I think you're driving about 25 miles an hour. Speed limit is about 35. Huh?
Whatever the speed limit is, that's what I do.
No, you're going 25 and the speed limit's 35.
The speed limit is 25 on this street.
It's 25 on these streets. No, it's 35 on these streets.
It's 25 on this street right here.
Well, what about before you got onto this street?
So what?
What about before you got onto this street?
It's 35. 35.
Because if you were going the speed limit, your schedule is actually according to the speed limit. So you would have arrived here on time if you were actually going the speed limit. Because this route is timed via on the speed limit.
Time goes off of traffic, lights, everything.
Yeah, there's no traffic at this time of morning. Absolutely none. Not on your route.
Cars in front of me.
Well, let me just tell you this. They can check your speed limit, and I put it all on X. So they'll check your speed limit. I copied it to the governor. So this is where I think that black guy stood. Right there. Look at that. And you can't see it in the camera, but it has a long end. Oh, there he is. It's a little late this morning. He wants to basically this. See, I actually wanted to pass him and get a recording of his face, is what I wanted. So let's see what he does again. Because that street, that's right off of the gas station, that's a dead end. Now he's stopping and turning around. He wants to see if I'm recording him. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, he's just going to stand there now. I don't want to get a shot of this. A shot of this. Today, this morning, bus 90 actually pulled back earlier. And there isn't any traffic now at all. Zero. It's 6:18 a.m. He is due here. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Nope. those buses were on time coming from downtown. It is. Now, I had a temp job that I was riding the 14, that bus. And so every morning, that bus was either late or didn't show. It's just a coincidence. I don't need the 14 anymore, and now it's on time. And this has been every morning. But now that I'm taking bus 90, it's just a coincidence. But now bus 90 is late. And this is Cleveland RTA. This is actually, I documented a Cleveland RTA bus driver telling me that the harassment on the buses was planned against me. Now, here, this is, yeah. Now, the bisexual cops will actually pay their transvestite boyfriends every once in a while. Other than to have anal sex with them, they'll also pay them to harass me. It is 6:23 a.m. September 11, 2025. It is now 6:24 a.m. And mind you, I used to be very, very nice to them. Until I basically learned who and what they are. I used to say good morning to them, how are you? And they then stopped. They didn't respond to me when I said good morning, nothing. I defended people on the bus when they were mistreated. There he is. He wants to see wants to see me standing here. And then the assaults. But before the assaults, a black female bus driver said, because after I was harassed, one day after I was harassed on the bus, oh wait, here it comes. Nope, that's the 15. One day after I was harassed on the bus, a black female bus driver told me that the harassment she told me that the harassment was set up. By who? At that point, I didn't know. But then after I was then assaulted, and they let her walk. Actually, I was assaulted I started to be assaulted on the bus. And at that point, I just thought, okay, it's just the city. But when transit police were making excuses as to why not to arrest her, that's when I was starting to realize who was setting up the harassment. It is 6:26. So now this bus is 9 minutes late, when all of the other buses have been on time. Here it comes. Slowly pulling up. There we go. Slowly pulling up. New bus driver. Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Now she's going to act really, really, okay, well, she has to go slow because she's a new bus driver. And then, yeah, she's all confused. But see, they go through a training before they go on the road. They actually go through an extensive training. And they won't do it during a work shift. They'll do it later on the day because during the early morning, people have to go to work. And it just happens to be the 90. I've basically learned that this is the fact.
East 21st Street and Prospect Avenue East.
And at this time, most of these people on the bus are going home after a shift. I think I'm one of the only ones who are going to work.
Cedar Avenue and East 22nd Street.
Now this is being done at 6:30 in the morning. And I haven't done anything to the transit police. I haven't done, but I think that this basically started with, in my opinion, Judge Dominic Coletta, who created the falsified records about me, and then really wanted to just put me through hell, thinking that that would break me and cause me to drink, cause me to consume drugs. But nope, didn't do it. And then during this time, I then found out the secrets about the cops, who are bisexual, very, very disgusting. They do have drug and alcohol issues. And you have to wonder, when you see a bloody diaper on the side of the road, and the cops are aware that this is occurring in Cleveland, you never hear of any arrests. So you kind of got to think that brings the thought process even further of the really sick thought that they participate. Now she's acting really confused, but they actually, before they let them, they actually have training buses. And for the most part, they're never just the trainer. And I've documented it. The trainer will actually be sitting in a seat on his or her phone a lot of times, and will be completely ignoring the driver. But this one, he's up front and center, or they'll and I shouldn't say that always happens, because a lot of times they're standing on the side, and they are training them. But this guy is front and center. And she just seems like she's really confused. And this is being done in the morning when people are going to work. Well, I'm going to work. Yeah, for the most part, this actually occurs like on a weekend. Training will occur for the most part on the weekend. If it's a weekday, it's later in the day, during like 5, 6 o'clock. But yeah, this will for the most part occur on the weekend. But this is Cleveland RTA. I do not recommend RTA to anyone.
Ridge Avenue and East 30th Street.
I've documented when I have been the passenger on a bus and they've trained the date, the time, the bus number, the bus. She sounds like a child. I mean, just her. It's like this is her first time ever driving. And I mean, sounds like this is her first time ever driving. So they basically got the worst of the worst and put her on this bus. The way that I've noticed that it starts is the trainee will ride on the side of the bus driver. The RTA bus driver will first drive the route, and the trainee will stand on the side, and that's how they start off the training. And then they'll do a training bus, and then they put them on the route where the RTA driver stands on the side. The mirror is right on me of the camera, so she even knows that I'm recording her. And I know that that's just for her own vision, but I'm just saying she knows that I'm recording her. I've recorded trainees where they are not this front and center, so this is really funny. Isn't he the same driver who has been having issues with arriving on time and yesterday did an illegal turn? Yeah, the same driver who has been late every single morning, but maybe 3, possibly 2. And then when he was on time, he took his good old time driving. So maybe that's the issue. When you break, when you do illegal turns, or you even break the rules of RTA, you become a trainer. Maybe that's the issue with RTA, because RTA definitely has issues. Bus number is 3918. Yeah, I was actually butting my nose out of the bisexual activity of the cops and the heterosexual, just the whole prostitution thing. I was butting my nose out of it. I was aware of it. And I was disgusted by it, but I wasn't, it was like I was keeping my disgust to myself. As they were putting themselves in my life for absolutely no reason, because I don't do anything. And so I think now it's kind of like basically I don't know, maybe they want to cover their ass. Now you hear how loud that is. Ohio Revised Code states you cannot play music without earbuds on a bus. But these guys, they're not able to do more than one thing at a time. Their brains are just one thing at a time. And they're driving a busload of people. They don't know the laws. They don't obey the laws.
Transportation Boulevard in about 480.
So the Akron Metro bus leaves at 6:56, and we are just now getting off of the freeway.
Transportation Boulevard at
And you know, you can basically even relate this to everything that's going on in the United States, where a huge amount of American citizens don't know the laws. They basically think there aren't any laws in this country.
Boulevard. Stop requested. They're unable to focus on more than one thing at a time. And that's why I always say something about the radios being played on speaker, because I'm making a point about the fact that, you know, these guys, that is state law. It's a misdemeanor, and that's another thing about people within the United States. Misdemeanors are basically a free pass to say, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that, because they're ignored. They're ignored. And this really makes me think about what's happening in the United States right now, that people just are clueless about our laws. And then we could even take that to a level higher in regards to calling our president a Nazi and the vice president a Nazi. It's so funny because we have laws. We have federal laws. Our federal laws are, well, let me say this. Our Constitution is our supreme federal law, laws, plural. And within our Constitution, it states our supremacy clause, which that then states that our United States Code and our Constitution are the supreme laws. And nothing is over our Constitution. That's our supremacy clause. But you have people, American citizens who were born here, who are just, there's no other way to describe them but just stupid, really stupid. And so they've put everyone who loves the Constitution and our federal laws and wants them to be obeyed, so that we have a sane country. They have categorized those people as MAGA. And okay, so what does MAGA stand for? MAGA stands for Make America Great Again. So now you have people saying, okay, well, I wanna kill those people. Well, what exactly do you want to kill? You want to kill the Constitution? Because if that's what you want to kill, then you need to read it. Do you want to kill our federal laws? That's what keeps the government in check. And if you look at how crazed the people in our House are, our state representatives, oh my goodness. Yeah. Cleveland RTA, I'm now looking at this guy. They really are just, I'm getting back on that as I'm looking at this guy. Clueless as clueless gets. Now, what's interesting is, if he's the trainee, then he should have known the routes, how to be on time. He should have known that when it says no turn on red, that you don't turn on red. Buses are allowed to turn on red when there's no sign that states otherwise. Yesterday morning, this guy says no, I want to turn, I'm going to turn, and then beeped at other traffic. And now he's training. He stopped to get a drink when he had to pick people up in the early morning. Now here's RTA training in the early morning. And this clueless is clueless. And yeah, that CEO, I actually documented when a bus driver said that she wasn't really managing anything. And I believe him. Look at him, he's acting like he's never seen this road before. Now, this wasn't here yesterday, not like this. So they basically widened this yesterday. Like they extended it yesterday. Yeah, see, they extended it. So when she says, "Oh, this is what you were talking about," no, it wasn't as extensive today or yesterday as it is today. And I mean, I pay my fare. Basically, I get a monthly pass. It's a $95 pass every single month. So keep in mind, this was not as extended as it is this morning. This construction. And it is currently 6:56 a.m. And you still hear that phone loud and clear. State law, and they say nothing. RTA really, they need a lawsuit. They need a lawsuit. The harassment, the assaults. Yeah, he looked back. He looked back. Nothing. State law. They don't know, or maybe they do know, and they just say, well, you know, what's a law? Especially a misdemeanor. That's like a green light. Okay, so now the Akron bus left 2 minutes ago. And once again, let me just say that I never did anything to these people. These people were actually, like I said, our RTA driver told me that harassment against me was being planned. And this was all the way back in 2019. Same state law being ignored for, what is it now, quite a while. But it's not just, it's, you know, hey, what the hell, right? This is Cuyahoga County, people. And I know it happens everywhere, but man, this Cuyahoga County is basically a jungle. There are no laws obeyed in Cuyahoga County. None. By anyone. would say that maybe there's about 1 or 2 suburbs. Once you get outside or very close to the end of Cuyahoga County, then you get a little bit more of civil behavior and people who do obey the laws, and there's structure. There's a lot of structure in those areas. They're beautiful. I think that was the spot. This is the spot where he turned on red yesterday. I don't know if that sign showed, but I think that this was the spot. Oh, I heard her mention a red light. They run the red lights all the time. And don't blow the horn to alert anyone that they're going through the light.
Stop request. Southgate Hospital on Sunfield Road.
So I'd like to get record the copy of the conversation on the bus right now. I think that would be interesting. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the phone, but there's the bus. And time 7:05. Okay, so there isn't supposed to be any smoking allowed on the property of RTA, but once again, laws don't mean anything. Absolutely nothing. Zero. Okay, so I am at Northfield and Taft, and the bus was going to come at 7:30, but now it says 7:36. Alright, so it just added a minute. So now, instead of 7:36, it now says that bus 90 to downtown is going to arrive at 7:37. So I just wanted to record the time as to how late bus 90 is. I'm at Taft. And it was actually supposed to arrive at 7:30. And now it's saying it's going to come at 7:37. She fakes it. She fakes it.
Ma'am, will you please open the bathroom door and let my phone in there before I can leave? Will you please?
No.
Phone to the bathroom?
No, I can't.
I have to have my phone, please, so I can get out of here.
No, I can't.
Please,
No.
do it for me.
No.
Why not?
Because it's my understanding that you've come over here. I don't want you coming near me.
Yeah, but like I said,
It's my understanding that you've come over here to my unit during the night. That's what I'm being told.
Well, that's fine, but I just...
Oh, and you just admitted it. I want you to get away from me. Now. Go away. No, I mean walk away from me.
Okay, but I can get my phone,
It's not my problem. You need to stay away from here. This is not your space.
You know how big the room? I said, ask you, please.
And it's
What
my
you do?
understanding that you have come here to my unit.
Nobody's perfect. You don't
Nobody's
have to worry about that.
perfect.
It's not unit. You just sitting here, that the whole place is unit.
Okay.
Will you please
No.
let me
No, I
go
won't.
home?
No, I won't, and I want you to leave me alone. I don't care how many times you ask me.
Not to get far now.
I'm telling you to leave me alone. No.
Look, the room. Why didn't you be them night? You're the other person.
Are you like trying to break into my unit? Is that what you're doing? Why are you coming to my unit? Are you trying to break in? What exactly are you doing?
I'm not from here. I'm off.
I don't care where you're from. Why are you coming here? Are you trying to break into my unit?
No.
So then what are you coming near my unit for?
Here, where? Here?
Why have you come to my unit?
Ask you for help.
No. I mean, you have been seen on camera coming to my unit. Why?
I come here and ask you for help.
No. Before this night, you have been seen on camera walking to my unit.
Camera.
Oh, you don't know this?
Camera.
Oh, yeah, there's cameras.
Oh, yeah, there's camera here. There's camera everywhere. I know.
You have been seen walking this way to my unit.
Well, you're not beginning right now. I'm going to talk to people tomorrow that day. You do don't move. I just forget my phone.
Why are you coming to my unit?
Please.
Why in the past were you repeatedly coming to my unit? Why?
Ask you for help.
No. Answer my question. Why?
Because you're the one here that I know. That's all I know. You ask me people. I don't understand you. What you trying to say?
Why have you
Me.
walked here and not I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about you did this about 3 nights in a row. Before this night, you were seen, I was told, coming here to my unit. Why?
I didn't come here to the unit. I was saying, how you doing? What about the food? That's it.
I was told that you have actually come down to this hallway.
Not just to come to you tonight.
No, not tonight. Before tonight. Is that true?
No, it's not true. It's not true.
No, that's not what I was told. That's not what I was told.
It's not what you told. Who
Nope.
told you about it?
Nope.
I'm going to talk to people tomorrow, find out what's going on. But please, would you help me get my phone out of the bathroom? I can't give up on it. I got to leave it before 10. The doors will be locked.
And then you better not bother me at all.
Please.
I mean at all. You better not bother me at all. All right, so that black guy who was walking towards me, 2-3 mornings in a row, didn't see him before or after that. Didn't see him before that time. Now isn't here at all. So that's, my camera stopped, but I was recording the street, talking about the black guy that walked towards me 2 to 3 times in a row, and not any time before that. And the CSU cop reached the corner, was going to turn left, saw me pointing my camera, and turn right. And a security vehicle passed slowly across the intersection, and with the yellow and purple, they also are the security for Whole Foods, passed slowly across the intersection as I was walking past. I have stated that security also funded the prostitution. So it looks like I'm right on everything. Oh my God, so here's that same one. And there appears to be 2 of them. Or they are the only 2 stars in the sky.
Right. All on time. So the 90 went from stating it's 1 minute away to it's 7 minutes away. So they stopped right around the corner. He was crossing the street and was going to keep walking. I stopped, and then he stopped. This isn't a bus stop. Let's see if he starts walking. Alright, it is 6:24 a.m. Oh, here it is. I think. We're gonna see. Nope.
sharing the ride with you. Please use headphones while listening to music. Cell phone use is allowed on our system. We just ask that you try to be discreet and speak softly in the cell phone. And finally, there are some words you might use when talking to friends.
Karen, is there something specific? This is Gina. Is there something specific you wanted me to work on?
Gina, if that's you, your walkie isn't working. We're doing general service this morning.
Okay. The second half of the batteries at C8, bay 2.
Okay. Because you're not logged into any.
Oh, I just did log in. Here, let me show you. I actually am in it. This is my third phone.
Oh, that's my beer, is it? Yeah, it's not showing that you're in there. Okay.
I just logged into it.
Do you want to work on Monday?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on in on Monday.
Alright.
Because we've got a few big projects like a 20-hour, a 19-hour, a 12-hour, a 10-hour, 9.5, almost 9 hours, 8 hours. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
club people together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to put you and Jill together, but Jill is off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if I could get you guys on Monday and Tuesday to get one of these out of the way, then that should
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, okay, so something's wrong because I did log into it. All right. So let me go try again. Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
8 o'clock, okay?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, great. You're welcome. You're welcome. There is one phone that is on the top shelf. I now put it on the top shelf. It won't scan. And I think it's the second phone. I don't know if you guys can like put to get it serviced.
Yeah.
I think it's the second phone. And then the next one just said that it's been off of the charger for too long, so I needed to return it. So I returned it. It had half a charge, so I did. And now this one I did scan. So all right, I'm going again. Yeah. All right. Welcome. Any leftover? You know what? Okay, thank you for reminding me. There is a box, and the reason why I did this is to remind myself. There's a box that I marked with an X. In that box, there is a very, it's a damaged item that I closed with tape. I didn't know how you wanted me to label it, if you wanted me to bring it up front.
Take it to the service desk.
Okay.
And ask them where the bin is, that they RTV stuff returned
So
to vendor.
that was my question. Will it always be RTV?
No, but they can figure it out.
Okay.
If you look on the phone and it says we get credit, it's definitely RTV.
Okay.
If it says ask a manager, throw it in there.
Okay.
If it says no credit, we just have to package it as nicely as possible and put it in.
So I should first scan it. And now also in that box is the packaging isn't there, but it's a door latch. Completely out of the package. There's no package, but the door latch and the nails are there.
Throw it away.
Throw it away. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I just want to go over a little tiny bit of what I do, just so you have an idea. So I'll tell you go fast, or think you're going too fast, or kind of what I'm talking about. So this big thing is what Sylvia sent us this morning. So these are our numbers for the district as of this morning. We are store 3824. So if we follow this down, our hours, what we've actually worked as of this morning, we're 258 hours this week, which means we are down 37 hours. That's not including today. Okay, so today we're fine, which is about 12%. This week we have 274 bays that we had completed as of this morning. What we have to do is 328. We have serviced 302, which means we have 54 left to do as of this morning. Percent complete is how many of these bays that we have completed. So as of this morning, we are at 38%. GSRE, GS is general service, RE is reasonable expectancy. That is how long they think it should take for you reasonably to complete a day. Okay, so RE is important. Okay, as you can see right now, we're dead last in the district at 73%. And I don't mean this in a bad way, because I was just telling him, you guys are brand new, you're automatically going to go slow. I have 2 brand new people. That number's going to hang out for me. Utilization. Utilization is how you guys capture your time, how you're using your time. If you are not logged into something, what are you doing?
And so then what happened yesterday with Crumble?
Did you log me in that second time?
No, I fixed your time up until the time I left.
Okay, yes,
Which is
that's
what I
what I
told you
mean.
yesterday.
Okay.
I don't know what you did after. I can't go back.
Oh no, I continued.
Yeah, but I mean, if something were to be goofy,
Mm-hmm.
I can't go back and fix it. I
Okay.
can only fix it on the day, and
Okay.
I can only fix it when I.
Now,
wait, say that over. This sounds
If you
important.
screw up your time, I
Okay.
can fix it on the day it's screwed up.
Okay, that's
which
good
is
to
what
know.
I'm trying to do.
Okay.
so I have another question. I was told to scan into general service by Joe, and it was kind of confirmed when I came over and asked you wanted me to change the peg hooks, and then you came over.
It's general service.
But then you came over about maybe 6 hours later and said I should do
You're at a
peg.
different place.
So then once I scan into general service, so then is
There's general service, and then there
For
are
Crown
Z
Bolt.
labels.
Okay.
For Crown Bolt, there's actually 5, but there's 4 that we take care of when we put stuff away. One is when we're separating everything. One is when we're putting the stuff away. One is if we're down stocking in aisle 18. Another one is if we're down stocking in aisle 17. Has nothing to do with is the planogram correct? Is everything organized? Is
So-
everything in the right place?
so then how then do we know to then change from general service to peg down?
You do the tasks that are written on the phone.
Okay.
And if it's a task not on the phone, you don't do it.
Okay, but I was asking everybody where I should be. I first asked Joe, and then I was in 18. Before lunch, I asked, what's the guy's name with the gray baseball cap, gray cap?
Joe.
Who used to be the manager?
Jason.
I asked Jason, who used to be the Met manager, because he was standing right in 17 with these boxes, and I said, do you need help with anything? And he goes, how about if you do this? He was standing right by all the boxes for 17. I said, okay. And then I then did 17. I was going by what you said, just ask everyone for what to do. So then I then did 17.
You were logged into Bay 17 instead of general service. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong words. Instead of Crown Bolt.
But I scanned
So being in
the
general
Met
service,
label at the start of the day.
but if you changed or you went to lunch and you logged out, you have to scan into something else.
Because I don't log out at all. I never log out.
When you change what you're doing and you scan into the next thing, that changes it.
Okay, right.
When you go to lunch and when you leave at the end of the day, you have to log out of what you're doing.
Okay.
Karen, you guys made me think of something. Sometimes I notice, I don't know if I bump a button and it takes me out of like a general service, like totally. Does that happen to you? I don't
You hit
know.
the back button too many times.
Like I probably bumped one the back arrow thing or down here, one of those, huh? If that happens,
You've got to sign back into the bay. And if you back out, you lose that time.
So I wonder if I don't know if that's I don't know.
So
Yeah.
we'll go over this more
Sure,
because I gotta leave in about 20 minutes to go get my kids. So I just want to show you quickly, and then next week we spend all day talking about it.
Okay.
Thanks. No,
So utilization is how you capture it. So the whole team as a whole, we're capturing our time at about 85%. Our goal for that is 88%. The goal for general service reasonable expectancy, which is how long the day should take you, is anywhere from 90 to 110%. So that low number means we're going really slow. Our AB is a rate of bay. We had one rate of bay count this week and we got 100% on it. It's when the vendors look at what we've done, and they can do that either by standing here and looking at it or by looking at the pictures we take when we do general service and saying, you did good. The goal is 100%. There's really no room for error.
Is that what, did we get 100 in it?
The store had 12 of them. I got 100, so that's very good.
Now, real quick, while you're doing that, because they have employees here who could fill the shelves, then we should just do pack down, and that's it.
Pack down is filling the shelf.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
But
depending on the day you're in and what it says, because those tasks will change weekly. So, right now it's the end of garden season, but it's garden season. So, say over by the tractor parts, we visit that bay every week in the summer. Beginning of the month, it might ask you to go through your planogram and make sure it's set for planogram. The next week, it won't tell you to do that. It'll only ask you to do that once a month.
okay.
So that's why it's important to do that. Because if you're like, oh, scan into the bay, put it down. Put the phone down. I'm going to downstock, I'm going to straighten, I'm going to pull, I'm going to clean, I'm going to change the labels, I'm going to make sure it's set to planogram. And then you look at it, it's like, 30 hours. You're like, oh, well, I just did a half hour's worth of work that I didn't have to do. Your other number is going to go through the roof, it's going to take too long, and it's going to kill the measure. So only do what it tells you.
Okay.
So look at the first task, whatever the first task is, put your phone down, do the task. Look at the next one, do the task. Look at
So
the
then
next
they're
one,
putting
do
in
the
the
task. Corporate is putting in the task. So we're going to do Matt's time for right now. So what I do is I look at the timesheet. So at lunchtime he had 6 hours and 2 minutes, and that was at 12:27.
Oh, I'm very detailed.
127,
imagine
37,
minus.
47, 57, 67. So that's 49 minutes. So I add those, it's an hour 45, 49 minutes ago that he comes back in. So that is 7 hours and 51 minutes that he's working. Okay. So
Should be more like closer to 8:30, huh?
no, you
Oh,
work at
okay.
8-hour shifts
Or, I'm sorry.
because you have a half hour lunch.
Or I'm at 7.5.
So then we go in here and we look for Matt. Matt is in training, and he's been in training for 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is kind of interesting because he's only been back to lunch for an hour and 49 minutes, which means you didn't punch out when you, or you didn't log out of here when you went to lunch.
Oh my God, I'm not logging out at all.
5,
Oh my God.
4 minus 5 is 6, so I've got 4 hours and 6 minutes left.
Because I'm afraid I'm going to have a problem if I log back in.
So then I look at completed work, and I look at Matt, and he's got 3 hours and 19 minutes of completed work. So 3 hours, 60 minutes, 9, that's 7, 2, 4. So he's 47 minutes short in his time. So I'm going to look at everything that he's done. So he's in training right now, which is fine. His morning meeting was 8 minutes. Cool. It really should never go above 8 or above 10 minutes.
Do we attend that morning meeting? I mean, when they
No.
Okay.
No, we have our own.
Okay.
Good question. I know some stuff I know.
So then you do general service and IFP daytime. You do it at 46 minutes. The RE, that reasonable expectancy, what they expect you to finish it
Is that a
in,
big one?
is
Oh, yeah.
15 to 20 minutes.
That one kicked my butt, yeah.
312, similar thing, 19 to 22 minutes, you took 44. Aisle 4, day 8, 12 to 14 minutes, took 46 minutes. Then you went to aisle 27, day 10, you did it in 6 minutes, which is a lot lower. Vestibules, the B, 5 minutes and 1 minute. I will tell you there's another Z label that was 1 minute. If you have a 1 minute bay, you're not doing your job. Because it takes 1 minute read everything you're doing. So what task are you doing in that one?
Wait, did I do that? So does that mean I scanned it?
This is you stand it. So what I'm gonna do, because he's 47 minutes short, I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna add another 10 minutes in here. He's at 37. Because what I'm doing is saving that utilization to help bring us over that 88%. And here we've got 27 minutes left for 18 minutes. So then that took like 14 minutes out of there. So that was 13 minutes. That's a good amount of time just to hang out. Like, you're not going to ever be perfect. If you are perfect, it's like, what happened? It never happened. So 13 minutes is an acceptable amount to just be. So now he's relaxed. Cool. That's like.
Yeah, I'll try to work on that for you, by the way.
So today, Gina worked 4 hours and 31 minutes when she went for lunch. So it was at 1 o'clock. It's 20. So 1, 2, 5 hours and 52 minutes that you worked as of right now. So your time, you're not in anything. You're logged out of something.
I just left the carpet.
Okay.
I just left one.
Cool. But you should be logged into something. Right now, you're in That's okay. Because it's almost the end of the day.
Oh, I left my phone over.
We'll balance it to the end of the day. We'll make the...
So wait a minute, when you say I should be logged into something, like what?
You can log into training.
This,
Because we're sitting here and I'm training you.
let me show you the list.
Yeah.
Another thing is that a
Should I show
lot
her
of
the
people
list?
will do. Yeah, go ahead. No, don't do that.
Oh, don't do that. Okay.
Because you're by going back too many times,
Then you're
gonna
gonna
lose your
you're
3 hours and a half.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wait, like if this was running, for example, since say noon, for example, and it's 2:30,
You got
and
2.5
at 2:30, say at 2:28, I log.
You end. You
End
don't
the
go
trip.
back. You end to get out of it.
Oh, but I'd be okay if I hit end first moment and then shoulder, and then went back in. Then
But
okay,
you
no,
gotta-
this is
you
good
have to
stuff.
Scan a bay or enter, so you could just make up a bay for you're in training. So you can enter a bay and then end it.
So just say like F8
Oh.
002 or something.
I can't just hit, if I hit end right here, it won't let me properly. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
So when you go in the bolts, there's your morning meeting,
That's-
there's training,
Oh, I
there's
know.
the project you're working on. Next day is general service. Day sequencing is something else. Crown bolt is when I order crown bolt.
Crumbled is only when you order crumbled.
Yeah, I order.
Okay, that's not to do crumbled. Okay. So am I supposed to be in training all day? Okay. Just like for something like this.
He's been working with Jill trying to
For a few hours
look
or
at she's
so.
good, so he's in training.
Okay.
Other times I'm in the general service.
So
Okay.
right now, I've got nothing, but I'm going to add another 10 minutes just so you're balanced for the end of the day. So we're going to go to completed work. And there's Gina, she's got 4 hours and 11 minutes. So you are an hour and 51 minutes short.
Short of
Factoring whatever you were doing. So it's what were you doing for that 2 hours that wasn't captured?
She's saying as far as the computer,
no,
the
I
app is
understand,
matching.
and I'm thinking this is weird. It's like it's
So a trick that I have is when you're doing general service and you're in next bay, it's not usually anything because we're at 100%, right?
I'm not using the phone properly.
So if you're going in
Neither
there
am I.
and you go to the next bay and it'll say, hey, this bay is next. And you start walking toward that bay, the time between you ended your bay and you start the next bay is not moving.
How do I capture it?
So, what you could do is you can type in the next bay while you're walking toward it. Or if it's right next to you, scan it. But if you have to go down a couple aisles or whatever, you can type it in while you're walking. And that way if you get caught by a customer or you run to the bathroom or whatever it is, then that time is still capturing the one.
Like today, the only thing remaining were the lettered ones, and so I was having trouble finding it.
Finding them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So
But that
then,
was today, though.
we have a
Jill's been
map of the
helping.
locations of the bay.
I could
Not
show
a
you.
map, but
I can show you a
gave
trick.
You guys a list and
I've been taking notes on that. Yeah, I can explain it.
so for sake of there's not really much time for me to do anything with in here like I was able to do with him, I'm gonna get rid of 11 minutes for you, so let's say an hour and 40 minutes. So I am going to add
Okay, I'm not using his phone
Gina.
properly.
Give it time. We'll
I'm
figure it
gonna put in training for an hour 40 minutes. And now your time is back.
But I wasn't training though. I was literally doing bays. So what am I doing wrong?
I don't have
I'm using the phone
I
wrong.
don't have anywhere to hide that time. So I put you in training.
Yeah, but I don't
For
want
me,
it hidden.
For me, right now, to balance my time and try to hit metrics for the week, that's what I'm doing. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm putting that time in there to hit our metrics.
But the problem is I'm not using this properly.
And that's what we're working on now.
Okay.
You feel bad?
It's not anything that's going to be solved in the next month. So I have to do this with everybody.
It's all right, Gina.
Joe is absent today. Sandra's not here today. We did Matt.
Oh yeah, Joe wasn't here. I didn't see Joe.
So Jason was 5 hours and 22 minutes when he went to work at 12:05 and we got 2:05. 15:25. That's 21 minutes. 7 hours and 42 minutes. So
That sounds a lot more what it should be, right?
he's usually pretty
Yeah.
close. Well, this is the time before. So right now he is not logged in right now. So I am going to get completed work. I'm going to look at Jason, and he had 7 hours and 21 minutes that he did. So it's 22 minutes that he's short. So I'm going to go through here and see if there's anything that we can look at. So like here, he's got 1 minute or 0 minutes in there. So I'm going to put 10 minutes in here. 10, and then that leaves him with 12 minutes, which is within that range. So he's good. He's back. So then the next one, David was up here. Ashley came in at 9. So Ashley. 12 hours, 27 minutes. Here, she was working on this. Pick her out of that bay. So Ashley has 6 hours and 25 minutes in here, but she only worked 5 hours and 27, so how could she have an hour extra? And if we move down all the way, I bet she did price changes, which is good. And we didn't have very much at all, so she probably let that time ride while she was doing something else and double.
That's what I did yesterday.
Which is possible. So she's got 6 hours and 25 minutes. So she's about 65 over. So we're going to take like 15 minutes out of there. Take her time. So let's say 30 minutes
while you're doing that, yesterday, within the Crown Boat shipment, there were things for other aisles, like 45 and 49, so I put those away. While I'm putting those away, what can I log into? What can I...